In the peaceful green town, there lived an old man named Arthur who lived alone. He was an eccentric old fellow and seldom went out. However, everyone in the town knew that the Arthur family had left a huge inheritance, which was said to be hidden in Arthur's old and spooky old house. One morning, the newspaper delivery boy found that the door of Arthur's house was ajar and there was dead silence inside. Curiously, he walked into the yard and called out, but got no response. With a sense of foreboding in his heart, he tremblingly dialed the police emergency number. Detective Lucas and his partner Mike quickly arrived at the scene. The inside of the house was filled with a stale smell, and the items were in disarray as if there had been a fierce struggle. Old Arthur was lying on the living room floor, his eyes wide open, ready lifeless. There was an obvious blunt force wound on his head, and the safe, which might have held the secret of the inheritance, had been pried open and was empty. After the initial investigation, Lucas found that the windows showed no sign of being pried open and the door lock was intact, which indicated that the murderer was most likely someone the old man knew of who had a key. During the investigation, they learned that Arthur had a distant nephew named Ben. This Ben was an idle good-for-nothing who was always hanging around and was deeply in debt due to gambling. He had long been caught in the old man's inheritance and was a prime suspect. However, when Lucas and Maya found Ben, they discovered that he had a perfect alibi. On the night of the crime, he was so drunk in the local bar that many of his drinking buddies could testify for him. He didn't leave the bar until the next morning. The crew seemed to have come to a dead end and the case fell into a stalemate. But Lucas wasn't deceived by the appearances. He went back to the old house and searched carefully. In a hidden corner of the basement, he found a diary that was half burned. After restoring the diary through technical means, it vaguely mentioned a mysterious symbol and a name from many years ago. Victor. After some twists and turns, they found Victor's residence, only to discover that Victor had already passed away, leaving behind a son named Charlie who had intellectual disabilities. As the investigation deepened, a shocking truth gradually emerged. It turned out that Ben, in order to pay off his gambling debts, had been plotting for a long time. Knowing that Charlie was simple-minded, he coaxed Charlie to commit the crime for him. He drew a map of the old house for Charlie and promised to give him a sum of money after it was done. On the night of the crime, Charlie sneaked into the old house according to Ben's instructions, killed Arthur and took the things from the safe, and Ben created an alibi in the bar, trying to confuse the police. When Lucas and Maya found some of the hidden inheritance at Charlie's residence, Charlie was still naively waiting for Ben to come and take him to get his reward. Eventually, both Ben and Charlie were arrested by the police and were waiting to face the severe punishment of the law. With the case solved, the town regained its former peace. However, the tragic incident at Arthur's old house became a topic of conversation among people after meals, and it also made people say that greed and evil could never escape the judgment of justice.